MJF mentioned you.
What?
Names you by name, no less.
He said Dutch Mantell.
Oh, yeah.
So, a lot of people, a lot of veterans with podcasts.
Well, again, lightning rods, they need to be
yeah.
controversial. The one thing I will say is, no matter what veteran podcast you listen to, there's one thing that they all, unfortunately, cannot detract from, and it's that I'm the fucking best thing going on. And the reason that is because there are certain things in this life that are undeniable. My greatness, my generational talent is undeniable. That's why I'm an American champion and an American hero. Now, they'll shit on the rest of the show because, like, let's face it. Right? But I don't blame them. That's how they make money. I don't want them to starve. I don't want Dutch Mantell to just die and starve in his, apartment in Kentucky, wherever the fuck he lives. Like, I want Dutch Mantell to make money. I want Conan to make money. I want all these people to make money because they deserve to. They broke their bodies for this sport. They have every right to aggregate just like you shitty little British fucks. Every right. Do I agree with everything they say? No, but I don't care because they're just trying to make a living, man. Do I think that they believe everything that's coming out of their mouth? I don't know, man. Probably not, but I'm cool with that. They're making money. I think it's silly when people get offended and up in arms because at the end of the day, this is show business, baby. It's not just a sport, it's show business.
Dutch, what do you think? In your shitty little apartment in Kentucky?
I know. Well, I'm not in Kentucky. I have a $600,000 house in Florida, which is going to go up to $800,000. I hope. Well, I don't care what it goes up. People are not going to buy it anyway. It's too expensive. But he's a great heel. He's a great heel, and sometimes he does things that I don't agree with. But I'm looking at him sitting there. One big thing that he's going to have to deal with is he's not a big guy. How tall is he? 5'8", 5'9"?
5'8", yeah, I think so.
And he's kind of short for a top heel. If he goes to WWE, he's working with guys. You can do something about weight. You can do something about muscle size, but you can't do anything about height. And he's 5'8", 5'9", and if he's working with an opponent that's 6'2", it looks a little strange. But I will say one thing for MJF. I agree with him because I don't want to starve either. And I'm not coming out here and saying I never said that he was a shits. I never said that. I think he's and that interview you just played for me, he was great. He was a heel to the wall. But see, I think what he's doing, though, he is such a good heel and such a good talker, the people are enjoying him. They like him. Now, I think the money with MJF is him being a babyface. I really do. And you get a fire-breathing heel on top of him and do something to him and let him bring the people that kind of like him. Because, face it, if he's 5'8", 5'9", or whatever he is, he's the automatic underdog. So when he goes up against the bigger guy, if the people don't know who the heel or the babyface is to start off with, I think they would choose, if he just stood there and didn't aggravate the crowd, they would pick him as the babyface. People automatically go with an underdog. I don't know why, but they do. But I do think he's the best thing that AEW has. I think they should use him a little bit differently or in a different capacity. But I don't think MJF, Maxwell, what's his name? Jacob Friedman.
Mm-hmm.
That's his name. I don't think he by himself can turn that company around. He's going to need some help. And when he needs help, that's where Tony Khan needs help. I think Tony Khan has him, and he's got him this hot so far. And what do you think they were doing in Wembley? About half of what they did last time, or 50,000?
As we record this today, the ticket count has just gone over 50,000. But the ticket prices are a lot higher, so they won't make too much less than they did last year.
The tickets are higher than last year?
A lot higher, yeah. The ticket prices were pretty competitively priced last year because they just wanted to get the biggest attendance they could. But this year, the prices are a lot more.
Well, anyway, I wish him luck.
What's MJF complaining about anyway? I don't remember you complaining about him at all.
No, Conan must have did it also.
Yeah, but he mentioned you first.
That bastard.
He must like
but
you.
But I will say, no, I like him. I remember. I don't think I remember ever being around him. But and he was right. I did bust my ass for this business because I had an aversion to actually working a job. Having to be there on time at like 8 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, never appealed to me that much. But I'm going to watch MJF very closely from here on out. And I want to thank him for mentioning me because I think I must be getting a little close to the truth, a little close to what the reality is for him even to do that. So, but I've never said, hey, you've never said you disliked him, did you?
No, not publicly, no. There is...
Publicly, wait a minute. You said it privately?
I don't think I've really spoke much about MJF at all.
No, I enjoy his work. I enjoy that he's the type of heel who knows how to get heat. and he's like almost good heels. You kind of want to like them, but you just can't because they're such assholes. And that's your best type of heel because just a little turn and he's the hottest baby face they got.
One more thing is, it sort of goes on to what we were talking about with Dave Meltzer beforehand, is, this is how you make your money knocking AEW, apparently. You knock AEW to make money.
Don't we all knock people to make money? Yeah. We're just saying what they're saying. I mean, you think if AEW was hot as a firecracker right now, if they were on fire, we could come out here and even say they were bad? I mean, they produce a mediocre, I'm not going to say bad, a mediocre TV show. Because the people would look at it and say, no, it's good. So then that would actually hurt us, but I got to tell what I see. So, but anyway, I think if you change that booking a little bit over at AEW, I think they got it, and they can. And doesn't matter how hot WWE is, because I think you could override that. AEW could,